I got my guy here from Houston, Texas, Young Pooda. What up?
What's up with it, man? It was
Oh, I
good.
like that. That's like, is that like your thing?
Yes, sir. You gonna hear that on a lot of tracks, bro. Like, if not every track.
Yo, I love that, man. Yo, congratulations on all the success, man. I'm super happy to have you here today. New single Chicken and Grits with none other than Dream Doll out now. Congratulations on that record. Super dope. I saw it's been added to a lot of urban radio stations, which is beautiful to see. Congratulations. But before we get into all the nitty-gritty of the music, I want you to give me and the people a little history about Young Pooda. How did you get into this music stuff? How did this all begin for you?
Well, I started music. I always been in music. Really, I was born into music. I like to say because,
Mhm.
man, on my mom's side, like they always did cookouts. We always played music around the house, in the yard, every family event. We had music playing. Our BT was always on the television. One of my favorite songs was Hip Hop Parade when I was a little kid coming up. And then my dad, he was a DJ, and he had a home studio,
Oh,
and
dope.
his music like genre was just crazy. He just had like hella vinyls and CDs and keyboards. So, when I go to my pop's house, I would, get in the studio, I just mess around, I told my pops like, hey, like this is something I really want to do. So, he just started kind of showing me around the studio, and as I would just drift off into it, learn more about it, I just get deeper and deeper into it, and then that's how it just really started the passion, like just getting that burning sensation. Just being around it so much made me want to just get more into it.
Yo, I love that. And I know like for a while, like there was like a moment in your life where you had like where there was like stuff going on in the streets and then stuff going on in the music. How did for that was what was going on back then, man? Like what kind of like I don't know was pulling tugging you to both
Yeah,
sides?
I guess you could say like I was 1 foot in, 1 foot out, 1 foot in the streets, and then like in the music. Uh, I mean, I started to kind of drift from music as I got a little bit older, like in my teens, my early 20s. Uh, Music was just kind of like a hobby, because I've been doing it for so long and putting in so much work, and I wasn't seeing the feedback that I wanted to,
Right.
you know and it don't happen right away, and I didn't know that then. So, like, you know what I'm saying? So man, we was just getting money, like all me, my Kim folks, and a couple of my homeboys. Like, we just real heavy in the streets, getting money any type of way that we could. I don't really want to go into details, but I got a real relationship with God. So, you know what I'm saying? I didn't see no you know big successful point for me at what I was doing at that
Mhm.
time. I ain't seen no, like, no good outcome for it. So I was like, man, I don't like to do nothing else but, you know what I'm saying, music. That's
Right.
my passion. And there's nothing like doing a job, you know what I'm saying, that you love doing. So, I got deep into prayer, and I was talking to God, like, if you can make this happen for me,
Mhm.
then I'll get out the streets, and I'll totally focus on this. And I say about a month, 2 months later, like just crazy stuff started happening. So, I just made that promise to God, made that bond, stuck to it,
Mhm.
and I started putting more energy into it. I started taking it more serious. I started re-educating myself on it,
Mhm.
on the business side, as far as how to grow a buzz, how to grow a fan base. Um, I used to pass out like a shitload of CDs. I had took a break, and then I got back into that. I started going to every corner store, every mall, school, high school, just passing out
Yeah.
CDs, trying to promote myself, and things like that. And it was a trailer that I had posted on Twitter that my label seen, and they Shouts out to Jeff. Shouts out to Carolyn. It's a 10. They really liked it, and they had heard of me from a mutual friend before, but they was kind of checking me out. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And so when they had called me and was like, "Hey, we wanna do some business with you," shit, it was a history after that.
Now you mentioned like back when you were younger, you weren't like you didn't understand like that things take time. Do you feel like now you're more patient with the music industry and what's going on right now? Do you feel like you have like a little bit more patience now than you did back then, and that's why you're able to kind of see it through?
Most definitely, I'm very impatient, but I have way more patience than what I
I
had,
feel
because I
that.
like I like to do things fast. I like to get things done. I'm a fast
Hmm.
worker. I just move fast pace. But I understand now that some things takes time. You know, some things take longer because the bag gonna be bigger. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
So
agree 100%. And I love that now that you're able to like fully kind of like embrace that. And let's get into the music. So obviously, since last year you dropped a few singles, you know what I'm saying? Obviously the smash with Dream Doll. Um Talk to me about like, why I noticed that like, you started drop did you have any music prior to 2019 or no?
oh yeah, for sure.
But it was I'm sure it wasn't like all out on like DSPs like you are now.
Nah. I was just really kind of just putting it out like on SoundCloud, maybe
Mm.
YouTube and Instagram. It was real limited.
Yeah, because I noticed it's like in 2020 is like, when Repeat That came out, it was like kind of like the beginning of like, everything, all the stuff that you released like looked more calculated and like with the visuals and then the album covers and the singles, everything started to look
Exactly.
look more
More
cohesive.
professional. Yeah, more
Yeah.
professional. Like, cause man, when I was doing it, like when I was younger or just starting it, man, it was just a lot of learning lessons. Every L is a learning lesson, and when you sit back and you say, okay, well, damn, what should all right, I messed up here, and when you calculate every move like that, you know what I'm saying, you can prepare, you know, for a greater plan or a better step, the next step. So that's kind of what we did. Like, man, I've been doing it for so long, making so many mistakes, and you know, it was just kind of like boom, you kind of know what to do. And then my label came in, and we went back and forth. We talked ideas back and forth, and it just turned out a movie, man.
And at some point, you did some tour dates with Boozy, and I also I found out that you have worked with Paul Wall in the past. What is it like when you get to work and kind of be accepted by these OGs in the game? Like did they give you any advice? Like especially with Paul Wall being from Houston, like what was like some of the stuff that he kind of told you?
Man, he was just really telling me that I just got to be focused, man, and I got to really prepare myself. So, and the type of person that I am, man, I really take heed when the OGs, accept me and they give me game, because they really give me like true game. They talk to me like a little bro, and they give me, I feel like, A1 raw uncut shit. They don't sugarcoat with me. So I take it just like that, and then I use I take that, and I try to see how can I use that, for me and my career. But one thing that stuck with me that Pow Wow told me, shouts out to Pow Wow, was definitely be prepared. Prepare yourself.
Prepare
So
yourself. I love that.
yeah.
Paul Wall got so much knowledge, bro. When I interviewed Paul Wall, we literally sat there for like an hour and a half, and I was like, damn, man, he loves to dish out the knowledge. And that's something I always respect about him, because
Yeah, for sure,
he'll
bro.
give you the time, and like he'll actually take the time to sit down and talk with you about everything. Especially being a young person in the game, that's always like a major key, and not a lot of OGs really will take the time to like sit down with you and do and have those
Exactly.
have those type of conversations.
Exactly, man. So you can't take that for granted, bro. And shit, I'm just thankful though. Thankful.
And so, all right, let's get into the joint with Dream Doll. How did you link with Dream Doll on Chicken and Grits? Because it's not an odd combination, but it's like Dream Doll, linking with you. It's like we have like these two different cities, two different sounds. How did this kind of connection come about? Because I love the like the turnout, and even the video itself is so stylistically pleasing. I think y'all killed
Right.
this whole situation.
Right. The video came about. I mean, the feature came about. Dream Doll was Cool and Dre. Shouts out to Big Bro Cool and Dre. They brought it up to my knowledge. You know, they kind of when we was in the studio, um, the song was one long ass verse at first.
Okay.
So so we were already talking about getting a female artist on the song or whatever. And after he chopped it down, went in there and made it, you know, a verse or whatever, he was like, well, shit, this sound like the song that Dream Doll could get on. So I was like, yeah, that's it right there. And it just went so perfect after we heard her voice on it and how she came on it. It just went too perfect. I was like, yeah, that's it.
And so when with that record, I was telling your man Paul, who's in here with us, uh, how I feel like Dream Doll gave you one of my favorite Dream Doll feature verses. Like I love her sound now and how she's grown and how she switched it up. And when I first heard the Chicken and Grits record, I was like, yo, she really blessed Pooda with this verse, man. It came
Yeah,
out
she
crazy.
she did, bro. Like the way that she came on it, like man, and her energy, bro. I was like, this. I wouldn't want it no other type of way. Like when we heard it, we was like, yes, this is exactly how we imagined it, you know. So it just came out perfect, and then her energy on set on video set was just amazing. You know what I'm saying? We vibed real good. Shouts out to Mocha Blue. Shouts out to Jordan. All them, man. It was just great, bro. Like,
The video, now obviously you shot it during during a pandemic time. What was that experience like? Because I don't know how many other videos you shot during. I know you dropped Lies Told and Repeat That. The video came out around what, like 7-8 months ago. But I'm sure that
yeah.
this was like really like in the thick of it. So what was it like, kind of doing this video, and how has it like affected how you film these videos or make your music?
I mean, we just be real cautious and safe, but at the same time, bro, man, my faith in Jesus so strong, bro. It's like, man, I don't really be worried about nothing. But at the same time, I am careful. So, you know, we social distancing, we swapping when we need to, face masks, germ makes, hands washed, you know, clean set, everything. So we very careful.
Got you. So with this new project, Vivid Pictures, right? Tell me about what your goal is, and what your vision is, because I hear Vivid Pictures and I think, okay, he's got a concept for this project.
For sure, man. My goal is to have a body of art, like a real piece of art, like the Mona Lisa, something that you can always go back to, something that you can always admire, something that you can always connect with. You know what I'm saying? Something that you can go to when you feeling sad, happy, whatever
Mhm.
emotion that you feeling. I have a song that can connect with every emotion. So that's why I'm really taking my time with it, because it's just that, it's vivid pictures. When you hear it, you're gonna envision, you know, my story connected with your story. You know what I'm saying? You gonna see that. So I want this to be something that lasts, music that you can always go back to, something that you can, you know, listen to 20 years down the line, and it still have that same type of energy as it did as when it came out.
Yo, I love that. So it's a EP or an album? What are we calling this?
I think we're gonna do an EP. We're gonna do an EP.
How many joints do you think you're gonna put on it?
Probably 6 to 9.
Okay, and is Dream Doll gonna be your only feature? You got some other people hopping on there with you?
Man, I got a lot of features. I don't want to give away none. It's all surprise features, but
A
I
lot of
got
big
some
joints in
features
there.
on. I got some features on
You
there,
got some
bro.
heat in there.
I got some heat in there, bro.
Okay, I'll leave it at that. I'm not gonna pressure you too much on it. I also want, but I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? Like I know you have a lot of amazing friends down there. Obviously we talked about the Paul Wall connection, so I'm excited to see whatever surprises. Are there Houston surprises? Are they Houston surprises? Can you say that?
Oh, look, no Houston surprises.
No Houston surprises.
No
Okay,
Houston surprises.
I just wanted to get that out the way.
I'm the only Texas surprise on this project right here. You know,
So no Texas surprises. No, we're
no,
just
it's no Texas surprises on this one right now. You know
okay.
what I'm saying? Not as of right now. You know, things could change because I'm always in the studio. So
All right, so we've eliminated like maybe 0.3% of the artists in America. Got it. All right. So so something else I wanted to ask you about is, your label situation, right? And I think it's cool. So correct me if I'm wrong. So you're on 10 records, right? And
yeah, it's a 10.
and it's distributed by Empire, correct?
Right.
So how did you like with them? Because this is kind of awesome. I don't think I've ever heard of something like I don't think I've heard of a record label that's distributed by Empire before.
Well, they found me through a mutual friend. Shouts out JG. That's like my brother. He was doing another type of business
Mhm.
with the owner of the label, and he seen that they were doing a record label, and
Mhm.
he kind of put my name in the mix or whatever. So they kind of checked me out and was scouting me for a couple of weeks or whatever. Like I said, I had posted. It was a trailer that I had posted on Twitter, and it's crazy because it only had like maybe 600 views. They was like, "Hey, we want to do some business with you," and I was like, "Damn, what made you want to come?" He was like, "It was this trailer and your music dope," and they was really fucking with me, And
Love
I'm
that.
yeah,
I love that. And so, how does it feel to be like, yo? What I love about Empire is that Empire really gives artists like the freedom to do what they want. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you feel
right.
like you have that under this label in Empire?
Hell yeah, hell yeah, most definitely, and it's amazing. I feel like when you have that type of freedom and that type of leverage, you can really tap into different creative sources.
Mm.
You can really create to extent, to the fullest without anybody trying to guide you or steer you and say, "No, do it like this or do it like this." No, you can really go in there and invent, really. You know what I'm saying, yourself. So I love it, bro. It's a blessing. I'm thankful.
Well, yo, man, congratulations on everything. We don't know when Vivid Pictures is coming out, right? We TBD.
Yeah, TBD.
Will we have it by the summertime?
Yep, possibly for sure.
Okay,
I say yeah.
okay, we'll leave it
We're
at
gonna
that.
we're
Well,
gonna try to get to by the summertime for sure. I'm gonna have to get on the call with my manager and make that happen.
we're gonna have to have some vibes for the summer, yo. But I appreciate you taking the time out of your day. I love having you a part of this show, and kind of added to the very long list of dope Houston artists that I've had the pleasure of chopping it up with. Before I let you go, is there anything else that the people got to know about? Anything else they got to be on the lookout for? Anything else
Man,
you want to plug in?
thank y'all for having me, bro. For real, it means a lot. And man, y'all can follow me on everything at I am Young Pooda. That's IAMYUNGPOODA. Holla at your boy. I do tap in with my fans, Yeah, just like that.
That's everywhere they can find you: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that.
All of it. I
Perfect. There,
am Young Pooda.
I am Young Pooda. Yo, make sure y'all go watch that Chicken and Grits video because it's really dope. It's almost at, or it just hit 300K, somewhere around there. Make sure
Yeah.
y'all go stream that because that video is dope, and I definitely see the future of your visuals just going up from there.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it to the fullest.
Yo, I appreciate you, Young Pooda on the radar, baby.